Got this really cool map at Brew Yard of all the Los Angeles area breweries. So you have the south side of LA, a bit more of the Torrance, Van Nuys area. You got some up here, a little northern Lancaster, which is way too far, no one goes there. Burbank, that's where I am. I live right about here somewhere. I find it very interesting though that there's no Golden Road on this entire map. You go here, here's all the breweries alphabetically. Nope, I live here like I said. They're right here. Right over there, 5 and the 134 across. And they are not listed. Foul play or accidental? Today I'm doing a nut brown ale. Never done one before. I've never even done a brown ale before. I think the dudes does a pecan brown ale. They're from California, Southern California. I think they're from Torrance. From the brief research I've done, it looks like you put the nuts into the mash. I think that's done because there's a lot of oil and fat in nuts, and it can kill hypertension if you put it into the fermenter or you put it into the boil. I think it could cause issues. So what I have is, I have these. They're salted. It's a mixed nut. I'm going to do about a half a cup or whatever's left in here, which I think is about a half a cup. I'm going to toast them first for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then crush them up and yeah, throw them in. I doubt I'll even taste the nut flavor. If anything, the salt might create a bit of a low pH, but I can adjust that if needed. But even then, I doubt it. If anything, it might be a little briny, but I don't mind that. I'm experimenting anyway. It's more for fun, just to see if it even does anything. Here's the recipe. There are the percentages there on the right. You can see if you want that. Because this is a 1 gallon batch, or actually I'm going under 1 gallon. I'm going 0.7. That's my goal at least. It's a little on the high end for IBUs and a little low in the SRM. It's kind of what I'm going for. I don't want it to be super dark, but it's okay. It's definitely within the parameters of what the Beersmith program says. The mash was just 1 gallon of water, going for 152, and I'll sparge with 0.89 gallons. '" I honestly don't even know or think that peanuts and mixed nuts actually work well with this. I think I'm defeating the purpose of a nut brown ale, but it just sounds fun to me to throw some nuts in some goddamn beer. Who knows, right? $10.31. Pretty good. That's about what I was going for. Last time I hit my pre-boil, I was spot on for my post-boil, or really close to it. So I think the same thing will happen here, at least I hope so. I'm just shy though of my target volume. I'm about 1.4 gallons or thereabouts. So I'm a little shy, but it's all right. I'm gonna have a little less beer. I might adjust the hops a little bit and start my first bittering addition at 40 minutes instead of 45, just to compensate for that a fraction. But not to worry, everything's good. All right, I'm gonna do the unthinkable. I'm gonna leave the brew day for about an hour or two and go to a new tap room by Pacific Plate Brewery. So Pacific Plate Brewery is a brewery in Monrovia, and that's about, for those who don't know, that's about, I don't know, a good 40 minute drive from Glendale. But that could be with traffic. It's out there a little bit, but when you live in LA, no one really wants to go outside their little zone. So that's a little outside the zone that I like to go out of. It's definitely on the east side of LA, like past east of where I live. They have a tap room in Glendale, and it just opened today. So I'm gonna go check it out with a buddy. Hey, look, Golden Road. Well, that was pretty good. That's some good beer there. They had a guava IPA that was really good, tropical IPA that was really good, a good stout, a good Berliner. I didn't try anything else because I'm an IPA freak. The most mind-boggling thing about that tasting room, they're a 1-barrel brew house. That's crazy to me. So they're a 1-barrel brew house, and they have 2 tap rooms. I don't understand how they're doing that. The brewmaster happened to be behind the bar today, and he said that it takes 2 days to fill one of their fermenters. And I don't know how many beers they had on tap, 10 or so. That's mind-boggling. So my guess is they're putting all their money, what would go into like a 7-barrel or a 10-barrel, and they're taking all that and putting it in the tap rooms. But even if they had a 3rd tap room, I mean, you're still looking at, I don't understand how you keep up with that capacity. It's a 1-barrel system. It's like 36 gallons, and you're brewing for 2 days to fill up 1 fermenter, and you have that many beers. I mean, it's really impressive. I've heard from so many people never go below a 3-barrel. I actually heard from a lot never go below 7-barrel. But more power to them. Good beer, and I hope they do well. And it's time to start the boil. $10.69. Oh, I was going for $10.56, so that is way higher than I wanted. I don't understand this 1-gallon system yet. Last time I did it, my pre-boil was almost exactly what my post-boil target was. I guess it'll be an Imperial fucking brown ale. I am dialing it under a gallon. It's possible because there is less volume and more surface area that it boils off more and I get a higher OG there. But that's really annoying. Could dilute it down. I might do that. I might dilute it down a little bit, but I only have like a tiny bit of distilled water, so I won't do it. I'll just go with it. It is what it is. Wasn't what I was going for. It'll be a lot stronger of a beer, but gotta dial it in. It's just a process here. Just getting the right system set up, getting it dialed in how I want. And I would just go back to my 2-gallon batches, but I'm brewing almost every weekend now. So doing 2-gallon batches almost every weekend just isn't going to cut it. So just got to figure out how to do this right. And if I want to go under a gallon, it's obviously going to end up in a higher gravity. So I just have to compensate for that boil off. It's cold, not bitter though. That's about the volume I wanted. There's a gallon there. So I'm not far off, but my gravity is way higher than I wanted. I just want to make a brown ale. That's all I wanted to do. Just make a regular brown ale at around 1056 range for my OG. No. My pre-will this time was 1031. Obviously can go lower, closer to like 1025 or so if I'm going to do these under 1 gallon batches. So next time I'm going to play with that. I'll take a gravity reading near the end of the boil, and if I'm a little too low, I'll add a little bit of DME or something to the boil near the end and just boost their gravity a little bit. I'd rather be a little under and adjust and add a little more sugars than be way too high and try and dial it back with water and stuff. That's a whole mess. So until next time, happy whatever the fuck.